this was brought up on our Facebook Malice Corp group. If you guys aren't part of the group, please, in the description below, there's a link to the group. Go join the group. It's so we can keep the conversations going after the cast is over and post anything that's nerd and geek related that you just want to talk about in that group. That's what the whole purpose of it is to geek out together. But in that group, they brought up things to talk about, and Black Mirror was brought up because season 4 of Black Mirror just came out. I had not watched this yet, and I was told, watch it. And so I finally sat down to binge it, and oh my God, this is a fantastic
some of the best
series.
television out there.
Just finished the second season right now. I haven't started the third or fourth, but the actors that they have on this show, it's astounding. And it is that Twilight Zone type of, none of the episodes are tied together or anything like that.
I'm
so
3 episodes into the first season, so I'm way early in it, and it's pretty crazy so far. Obviously, that first episode is like...
And I honestly, I would not start with the first episode. The first one really kind of throws people off.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it's so bad.
If you're going to start watching that show, don't start with episode 1. Start with the episode called The Entire History of Us. That was a fantastic.
That was a great episode.
Yeah, I mean, the second and third episodes were good too.
If you're third episode in, you should have watched that because it's in the first season. So it is the third episode of the first season.
So the history of just one about memory, but anyway, go ahead.
It's the
with the cameras in the eyes.
Yeah. It's the history.
Oh, that's the one. Oh,
yeah. I love that.
It's always a good thing when the Twilight Zone tradition is carried.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was about to say. It is near future technology based Twilight Zone, and I was talking to people at work about it, and I was like, "Do you know what they mean by Black Mirror?" And they're like, "No." I'm like, That's the Black Mirror. It's technology. It's the blankness of that screen when you're looking at it.
Didn't think about that. But no, just every episode I've watched so far, even if it's in a small tidbit that they've appeared in, because like I said, I've only watched the first 2 seasons so far. There is somebody in every single episode that you're like, hey, I've seen them in something. Hey, I and it's not small actors either.
There's more of those coming.
Yeah, I just watched the episode with John Hamm. Which was fantastic.
It was a long one too. It was like a Christmas special. I think it was 90 minutes.
Yeah. We were talking about it before. Gleason from the new Star Wars films.
Donald?
The
General Hux.
He's in an episode. The guy that played, even though it was a terrible, horrible movie, the new Fantastic Four, the guy that played Doctor Doom is in that episode of the history of...
he's a good actor, though. Terrible movie, but he was a good...
Well, the one that blows your mind when you see why this guy is blowing up now and why he's getting so huge. Second episode of the first season, the guy from Get Out, who's also going to be in Black Panther, and he's was in... That acting in that second episode of season 1.
Yeah. Very good.
Holy.
I haven't seen it in a while. What's that episode about?
That's the reality. Where they're trying
the reality show.
15 million.
Oh yeah, that is that guy. Nice.
That guy is an insane actor. And so just seeing these guys, if you haven't watched Black Mirror, go watch
episode 2.
Don't start with episode
1.
I mean, you can watch episode 1, but make sure you get into the show first.
Yeah, because episode 1 may turn you away from it. Like it's that.
Although, like I said, the first episode, I kept thinking of Orgasmo when they brought in the guy to replace him.
Yeah.
Something we're not allowed to say on YouTube.
Yeah,
for the rating we want.
Documentaries.
So, but no, it's fantastic. But that's what I want to. We're still binging it, me and Beacon.
I'll have to catch up on it.
It's hard to binge, actually. It's probably one that you should like intermittently watch between binging other things.
I actually
break it up a little bit.
I've liked it so much that I probably would have been almost done with season 3 now. But after I watched the first episode of season 2 with the guy from Star Wars, that episode. When I was watching by myself because my wife was like, I don't like this show. And so I was watching it by myself. And that episode with the way that the wife reacts to about him throughout the whole episode. That's the one with the digital.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Is exactly how my wife would react if I were to just, be gone or anything like that. So I was like, you got to watch this because this is you to a T. And she watched it and she's like, yep. So, that's, I had to go back and rewatch it, but otherwise I would have been into season 3 by now. That's a show I can sit down and just watch and watch and watch.
Season 3 has 2 of my favorite episodes. The first one with Bryce Dallas Howard, which is all about whether or not the society is based on whether you have likes or not, like on your social media stuff. Every interaction you have, you give somebody a positive rating or a negative one, and your actual societal status is based on that. And it's real fun to see how fast that can crash. And then there's one called San Jacinto, which is maybe my favorite episode of the series. I'm not going to spoil anything about that. Just watch it.
Yeah. Last thing that you guys were talking about that we didn't get to talk about on the cast that we usually talk about is CW. CW had their crossover.
Yes, they did.
All 4 episodes. It was on 2 nights.
I hate when they make me watch Supergirl.
I did.
Come on. With this year's crossover, the way it went, you didn't even realize that it was really a Supergirl episode, to be honest.
That's true.
Because I couldn't even tell you, like, when Beacon asked me, it's like, so what order do I watch it in? Like, who do I watch first? And I'm like, honestly, I don't know.
I ended up going to the CW app, and it just listed them like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, which was awesome. I liked how they did it this year. Because I'm with you, Zorro. I can't watch Supergirl. I just refuse to. So because it's super.
And it was
dumb.
so good. It was so good. This year's crossover.
Drama. That's what her superpower is.
And they actually did it much better than Disney and Marvel. Because I don't know who remembers that well for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Winter Soldier, but you literally couldn't watch the one plot line without spoiling the other, and that's no bueno. That's not cool.
Yeah.
So thank you, CW.
all my Marvel stuff on my computer, I've got it separated chronologically. So if you want to watch everything from Marvel on my computer from top to bottom, it's like broken up into chronologically by episodes in between movies and stuff too.
Well, I don't know if you saw on the MaliceCorp on the group page on Facebook, Nate Blue Box. You know who Blue Box is, Beacon. Blue Box, who we haven't seen on the chat for a while, but that's how he's watching the Marvel, everything Marvel right now and he put a link on the
I totally saved that picture on my phone of the timeline, and it's pretty awesome.
And it's broken up by how the episodes go for S.H.I.E.L.D. with the movies and stuff like that. So
Agent Carter, S.H.I.E.L.D., all the movies, all the Netflix, everything put together in one timeline, as well as future seasons too. So.
Mm-hmm.
So Ken says he likes watching Supergirl with or without sound. So I think that's an improvement all of a sudden, because last time we talked about Supergirl, Ken was complaining about it being more like Jerry Springer in the chat. So,
no.
I think he's talking about having one of these near him.
It's not the best, but it's not trash like Jerry Springer, because that's just garbage. I mean, Supergirl at least has a couple good characters. It's got Cat Grant. It's got Callisto,
No, she hasn't been in it, right? I thought they...
You named the same person twice.
She was in a couple. I meant the guy that played the guy that played Wynn. I like the guy that plays Wynn. And I like Martian Manhunter. So when they focus on the Martian Manhunter storylines, it's a lot better. When they focus on when Cat Grant was there, so much better. When Cat Grant comes back and makes her appearances, so much better. So it's nowhere near the level of Jerry Springer. That's just garbage. It's an insult to those three characters.
I think that was the point.
It's an insult to Jerry Springer. That's the difference, though, is I'll watch Springer.
That's one point I do have to give Supergirl is Martian Manhunter, because he's such an awesome character. He's been around since the 60s, and he's like two comics that have not sucked.
I strictly watch it for his character. The actor that plays him is awesome, and honestly, they just need to focus on his character a little bit more. I mean, I know it's called Supergirl, whatever, blah blah blah, but focus on his character a little bit more, and you will be so much better in the long run.
But then they should just make a Martian Manhunter show and not Supergirl.
They should.
He has 7 secret identities. 7.
Yes.
In 3 countries. He can turn invisible.
The man's
He's a
busy.
telepath.
All right.
He has laser vision. He's a Martian.
He's
Yeah.
more
How do you make him
powerful
boring?
than Superman.
How?
Yeah. Yeah. Ridiculous.
Speaking of Superman, did everybody see Justice League?
Did.
I haven't seen it.
What? You haven't
Definitely
seen it
I
did.
haven't seen it.
It was
I
worth
loved
seeing.
it.
It was good.
I've been busy editing videos to put up on YouTube, guys.
It was way better than BVS. It was surprisingly entertaining.
It was pretty good. Pretty good.
It was.
Okay.
It was. It
I
was
heard it was actually
entertaining.
pretty good. I wish Big Papa
DC
Matt was
movies
in
are
here
taking a
because
turn
he
after
had
Wonder
some
Woman.
interesting conversation about it. I talked to him about it, and he was talking about that for him, he could tell when you could see when Joss took over, and it was So, which he said changed the dynamic a little bit to him, and he didn't like it as much. I think he's got to bring it up.
Well, I mean, DC's movies just have issues altogether, and so it's to me they're trying too hard to do what Marvel's doing, and they're not doing a good job of it. And so you have to almost like dissect the movie and take what was good out of it. But to say that to come off the heels of Wonder Woman, which was an amazing movie, and to give us Justice League, it was okay. I mean, I enjoyed the movie, but
I did enjoy it. I
think we were all hoping it would do what Wonder Woman did.
I think people are more happy with the factor that Joss took over a portion of it. Because did you guys hear the news today with the cosplayers?
No.
So apparently there's a large group of cosplayers that are getting together to petition outside of Warner Brothers to get Snyder cut from any more of the Justice League.
I heard something about them wanting to release the uncut, because I guess he had like 3 hours was his original.
Oh, okay, so they want the Snyder cut, is what they
want. Yeah, they're saying they want the director, like the uncut director's cut, and they want the right to be able to watch that. And I'm like, shut the hell up! Like, sorry, like
that's okay. So I was just reading wrong. That's what Big Papa Matt's bringing out in the chat room is that you can see the clear tone and changes, and that the Snyder cut will be better.
Right. Well, I don't disagree that because you're getting his vision from start to finish, but in who knows what exactly Joss did, and how he may have changed the thing, but I don't know that it would have made it that better. I guess we'll see if they ever release a uncut director's cut.
Well,
who knows?
They will. They'll get everybody to buy Justice League on DVD, and then they'll have another edition come out with the Snyder cut, and then so on and so forth.
Snyder cut.
So,
I hope they call it that too. I hope they call it Justice League: The Snyder Cut.
Justice League slow-mo.
Dark and slow.
All due respect to Joss, though, he's got a long and great history of script writing. He's great with the stories and the characters, but he doesn't have nearly as much strength in directing the scenes, that kind of thing. That's what even I keep hearing about Zach's biggest detractors. They keep saying, he can make it look good. He can make it really look good. The storytelling, but it looks awesome.
You think Zack Snyder, you think visual style, you think Joss Whedon, you think light and fun plot.
Yeah, pretty much. And honestly, with the Justice League movie, I would want visual extravaganza.
Yeah.
Carry on.